You stand before the pilot. Nobody speaks up for you. Nobody helps defend you. You devoted your entire life to helping others, listening to the smallest ones, caring for those who were ignored by others. They don't seem to remember that, as they prepare to put you to death. Sometimes we feel alone, and that others don't stand up for us enough. Sometimes we feel like we aren't being treated fairly, and that we are blamed for things that are not our fault. We feel abandoned and afraid. Jesus, help me be grateful for what you did for me. Help me to accept being criticized and the unfairness of the world, as you did, and not complain. Help me pray for those who have hurt me.
Jesus, you accepted your cross. You knew you would carry it to your death on Calvary. You knew it wouldn't be easy, but you accepted it and carried it just the same. Sometimes we don't like the problems that come our way. We try to get others to take care of them or to solve them for us, and we become upset if we're asked to take on more work. In our own self-pity, we don't reach out for help. We forget that others have much heavier crosses. Jesus, help me feel the weight of my cross before it becomes too much for me alone.
Jesus, the cross you have been carrying is very heavy. You are becoming weak and almost ready to faint, and you fall down. Nobody seems to want to help you. The soldiers are interested in getting home, so they will yell at you and try to get you up and moving again. Sometimes we start to do something, but we get tired of it. We hurry to get finished and don't do our best. Sometimes we don't pay attention to what we should be doing. When things get hard, sometimes we even give up. Jesus, help me remain focused and brave when I feel like giving up, like you did by carrying the cross.
Jesus, you feel so alone with all these people yelling and screaming at you. You don't like the words that they're saying about you, and you look for a friendly face in the crowd. You see your mother. She can't make the hurting stop, but it helps to see that she's on your side, that she is suffering with you. She does understand and care. Life can be so difficult and competitive, and sometimes we worry too much about the future and wish we had more control over it. Sometimes we need to remember that we don't have to solve every problem by ourselves. We need to look around for a friendly face, for that help that we need. Jesus, help me to find the smiling faces among those around me. Help me to banish hate with love.
Jesus, the soldiers are becoming impatient. This is taking longer than they wanted it to. They are afraid you won't make it to the hill where you will be crucified. As you grow weaker, they grab a man out of the crowd and make him help carry your cross. He was just watching what was happening, but all of a sudden, he's helping you carry your cross. Sometimes we see someone who needs our help and we don't do anything about it. We pretend we don't hear if our parents call for our help. We claim that we're too busy to take on another task. Jesus, give me the patience and grace to listen to the needs of others. Help me become the helper, the smiling face in the crowd.
Station 6. Jesus, suddenly a woman comes out of the crowd. Her name is Veronica. You can see how she cares for you as she takes a cloth and begins to wipe the blood and sweat from your face. She can't do much, but she offers what little help she can. We often know that someone needs help and understanding. They may be teased or picked on, or just sad and lonely. We feel bad for them, but assuming that someone is already stepping in to help. Jesus, give me the strength and compassion to reach out to those who might need my help.
Station 7. This is the second time you have fallen on the road. As the cross grows heavier and heavier, it becomes more difficult to get up. But you continue to struggle and try until you're up and walking again. You don't give up. Sometimes things get us down. Other people seem to have it easier than us. Each time we fail, we find it harder and harder to keep trying. We become impatient with ourselves and find it harder to believe in ourselves anymore. It's easy to despair over small things. Jesus, help me when things seem difficult for me. Even when it's hard, help me get up and keep trying as you did. Help me do my best without comparing myself with others.
Jesus, as you carry your cross, you see a group of women along the road. As you pass by, you see they are sad. You stop to spend a moment with them to offer them some encouragement. Although you have been abandoned by your friends and are in pain, you stop and try to help them.
Sometimes we only think of ourselves and our own desires. We become selfish and forget about the needs of others. We take our family and friends for granted and ignore their desires. Help me think more about others. Help me remember that others have problems too. Help me respond to them even when I'm busy or preoccupied with my own problems.
Jesus, your journey has been long. You fall again beneath your cross. You know your journey's coming to an end. You struggle and struggle. You get up and keep going. We often judge others and ourselves for our weaknesses. We become discouraged when we encounter the same problem again and again. Help me think of the cross you carried. Help me continue to hope that I can make the changes in my life I need to. You didn't give up. I can have the strength to get up again as well.
Soldiers notice you have something of value. They remove your cloak and throw dice for it. Your wounds are torn up once again. Some of the people in the crowd make fun of you. They tease you and challenge you to perform a miracle for them to see. They're not aware that you'll perform the greatest miracle of all. Sometimes we repeat gossip, spread rumors, or feel tempted to entertain evil thoughts. Help me to keep myself pure and clean. Help me say things that build up the people around me. Help me overcome worldly desires that I may become more like Jesus. Help me set a good example for others to follow.
You are stretched out on the cross you have carried so far. The soldiers take big nails and drive them through your hands and feet. You feel abandoned by the people you love so much. People seem to have gone at it. You have done nothing but good, yet they drive nails through your hands and feet. We hurt others. Sometimes it is on purpose. Other times it is unintentional. Sometimes we say or do hurtful things to our own families. We discriminate against others without thinking because of what they look like. Help me look again at the people around me. Help me see the hurt and pain I have caused in others. Be with me to help me make amends for the harm I have done.
As you hung on the cross, you forgave the soldiers who crucified you, and you prayed for your mother and friends. Jesus, you wanted all of us to be able to live forever with God, so you gave us all you had. Jesus, let me take a few moments to consider your love for me. Help me thank you for your willingness to go to your death for me. Help me express my love and gratitude for you.
Jesus, how brutally you were put to death. How gently you are taken from the cross. Your suffering and pain are ended, and you are put in the lap of your mother. The dirt and blood are wiped away. You are treated with love. Sometimes the most difficult, dangerous, and tragic moments show how kind we can be to each other. In the face of sadness, help me look for the good in those around me, especially those I love the most. Help me live this day as if it were the last. Help me become a more gentle and loving person through my greater appreciation for those around me.
Jesus, your body is prepared for burial. Joseph gave you his own tomb. He laid your body there and rolled a large stone in front of it, then went home. What a sad day it had been for so many people. Instead of being selfish, help me think of Joseph of Arimathea, who risked his own life as he accepted Jesus' body for burial. Help me think of how Joseph loved Jesus so much that he gave him his own tomb.